Hello, my name is Harvey Barnard and I'm 15 years old. I am applying for the Virgin Atlantic Scholarship for the National Flight Academy. I took part last year but was unable to walk as I was diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome. I've had intense rehabilitation just to be able to walk again. This experience will be so different now that I can walk again, so I'm eager to be given this fantastic opportunity as my dream of becoming a pilot is what got me through. In 20 years, if I was in a STEM career, I would work as a physicist on a project that would change the world. I would focus on a project which would decrease the amount of fossil fuels used in the world and therefore decrease air pollution. I would have my main focus on commercial planes as they are the highest user of the most extensively used fossil fuel, which is petroleum. As a physicist, I would aim to use lightweight elements and fibres to create a composite material that is lighter than the currently used steel and aluminium. It would also need to have the same strength and durability as the current metals used. This would make each aircraft lighter, and due to the forces of flight, the plane would need less thrust and less lift, which means less fuel is needed. This diagram here shows how forces react with a plane. The force of lift needs to be greater than the force of weight, so the plane can be in the air. And the force of thrust needs to be greater than the force of drag, so the plane can move forwards. If the plane was lighter, the force of weight would be less, therefore the force of lift would be greater, and the plane could more easily move upwards. Alongside this, the thrust would be greater than the drag, as the plane would be lighter, meaning less energy and fuel is needed to move the plane forwards. I would look to create a composite material to reduce the weight of an aircraft's landing gear, as they are made of steel, which is a heavy metal alloy. The composite material will have to be as strong and stiff as steel, as a large force is transferred to the landing gear as the plane lands. It will also have to be extremely durable and have a high static strength to support the friction with the runway on landing. Currently, scientists are creating the composite material of graphite epoxy, which consists of the strong fibres of graphite being embedded in epoxy. This composite material contains the properties of aluminium but weighs half as much, meaning it is good in aircrafts. If I was able to reduce the weight of a plane by as little as 5%, the impacts would be huge in terms of the fuel used. The use of less petroleum will lead to less damage to the ozone layer, which will support in the fight against climate change.